welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Mariana, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a smoky eye makeup look. I realized that I've never done a smoky eye makeup look on this channel before. I've done many other looks, just not a smoky one. It's really weird. So recently I went to Debenhams and I spotted that the Shade+Light eyeshadow palette from Kat Von D was on sale. This is in the color Smoke. I already have one in the color Plum, and I love the formula of these eyeshadows. They're very smooth and creamy, and the palette itself is very travel friendly. So today on my eyes I'm going to be using just this palette, and I feel like the shade range is very cohesive. I like how they're more cool toned. So yeah, let's get straight into it. I'm gonna zoom you guys in, so don't get shook. Is that close enough? I think that's close enough. I feel like that's good. That's a good amount of closeness. I'm gonna start today with my base. I'm gonna be using the Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This is in the color Nude. I just use my hands to put it on because there's no point using a beauty blender. I feel like this is quicker and easier. And all it does is just even out my skin tone a little bit and also add the tiniest bit of coverage. Plus, I'm going to be using a concealer later on, so if I do have any like weird red spots, I can just conceal them. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply my eye primer, which is going to be the NYX HD base. It's not the best primer in the world, but it's affordable, and I'm probably going to buy the Urban Decay one after I run out of this, but it's okay for now. And I always like to take a little bit underneath my eye as well. Okay, onto the eyes. I'm gonna take this palette out. And I've already swatched it because I wanted to swatch it. This is what it looks like. And the first shade that I'm going to use is the base shade, which is this large one here. And I'm just using a really fluffy brush from Kiko. And I'm going to take my Sigma E25 blending brush and just go in with that under my eye too. And I'm going to blend out the edges so that there's like no harsh lines. Okay, so now that my base is done, I'm going to go in with this really pretty cool toned slate color, and I'm going to focus that on the outer corner of my eye. I think I'm going to take this color just a bit further in. These eyeshadows are very smooth and buttery, and they're quite easy to blend as well. So I think if you're like not sure about your blending, definitely try these out because they're quite easy to blend. And I'm going to take that under my eye as well. Okay, so now that I feel like I've got the overall shape down, I'm going to go in with this almost black eyeshadow and really smoke out the outside corner. I think this one will have a lot of fallout because as I'm tapping it, it's kind of like, it's really going for it, you know? But I'm going to try and like work with this and try not to make a whole mess of my face. But it's okay because we're gonna put concealer on afterwards anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm just gonna like tap it in with this slightly fluffy brush from Real Techniques. And then I'm gonna use a different brush to blend it out and like wing it out slightly. The reason I've never done like a smoky eye on my channel is because I don't really wear smoky eyes that often. I guess I just don't go out that often, and I don't really have many places to wear a really smoky eye. Most of my like outings and stuff take place during the daytime, so I never feel the need to do nighttime makeup. I'm just blending the shades together a little bit and bringing them slightly higher up. Okay, so there's one shade left in this palette, and it's this almost white ivory shade here, and that's pretty much the only shade I'm kind of apprehensive about because I don't tend to use matte highlighter under my brow bone, but I'm going to try and use this today anyway. I'm sure it will go really well with the other colors. Okay, I feel like this is fine for now. I'm gonna do my eyebrows and then I'm gonna go back in and do my mascara and touch everything up and kind of like bring the whole look together. So for my brows, as always, I'm gonna be using the Brow Pow from the Balm in the color Blonde. It's my favorite brow powder. I've long hit pan on that. It works really well if you're fair-skinned and have blonde hair. Or in my case, if you have pink hair. I don't have like any particular method to doing my brows. I just kind of fill them in and hope for the best. and I like to make them a little bit fluffy. That poster is gonna fall. Let me tell you the story of that poster. I have tried everything to glue it to the wall. I've tried sellotape, I've tried super glue, I have tried blue tack, I've even took a hot glue gun and tried to glue it to the wall. It will not stay. I don't know why it will not stay. It just keeps falling. I think it fell about 10 times during this video, and now I just feel like I have to address this issue, because if you see this poster like halfway down during this video, that is why. Okay, so now my eyebrows have got enough pigment on them. I'm gonna set them and also move the pigment around a bit to make them more fluffier. And I'm gonna do this with my Collection Clear Mascara. I know this isn't clear, it's not dirty. I keep saying this in every single makeup video that I do, but it like picks up all the pigment of my eyebrows, but it works really, really well, and I don't want to get rid of it because it's really good and also really, really cheap. It just does a really good job of like fluffing up my brows, and also sets them for the whole day. I don't like have to do anything to them the whole day. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave my eyebrows the way they are now. I'm gonna apply some black eyeliner. The eyeliner that I'm gonna be using today is going to be my Body Shop Star Stamp liner. This is the one I've been using pretty much all the time because it lasts a really, really long time, and it's also very easy to use because it is a felt tip. So I'm just gonna do like a little wing to bring everything together and to also kind of like fill out my lash line a bit more. Another thing I'm going to do just before doing the eyelashes and everything else is just take that almost black shade again on like an angled brush and push it into my lash line. Okay, so now I can apply my eyelashes, and it's just the same eyelashes that I used in my last Sugar Pill makeup tutorial. I got them off Amazon. They're very, very cheap, but I really like them because the shape is nice and they look kind of nice when they're on too. This glue takes ages to dry, I feel. I'm using the Kiss Lash Adhesive, and it's really, really good. It just takes a while to dry, but if I don't want to like put them on my eyes and them not stick, because then it just creates a whole mess. So I've got to make sure that they're completely tacky before I apply them. Okay, so that's one done, and now the other eye. Okay, so my eyelashes are on, and now I'm just going to take my black NYX eyeliner and tightline my eyes all the way around in my waterline. Now, just using my Benefit They're Real mascara, I'm going to blend the false eyelashes and my eyelashes together, and also put some on my lower lash line. I always like skip over these bits in my vlogs because nobody wants to see my mascara face. It's pretty awful. Okay, so I feel like this is enough. I've done enough to my eyes. I might add some glitter to the inner corner just to add a dash of myself into this look. And I'm going to be using two concealers now. One is the Erborian BB Eye Concealer. It's kind of like an eye cream and a concealer in one, and it gives you like a really smooth baby skin effect under your eyes. I really, really like this. And the other concealer that I'm going to be using on all like the red bits on my face is going to be the Bourjois Healthy Mix Concealer. So what I'm going to do is just take the Erborian first and just apply it under my eyes. Then while that sets, I'm going to take the Bourjois Healthy Mix on the back of my hand as well, and just use the same brush to apply it anywhere else where I may need it, like a bit on my chin and around my nose. And sometimes I kind of mix them two together and it creates a really nice brightening effect. And then I like to set it with the Hourglass Diffused Light powder. This is not my favorite powder, I've got to be honest with you guys. I only bought it because so many people were raving about it on YouTube. Like a year ago, just over a year ago, everybody thought it was like the best powder in the world. It's so average. For the price that you pay, this is so freaking average. Any drugstore powder would be comparable to this, in my personal honest opinion. I don't love this, but I can't bear to like not use it because it is so expensive. Yeah, I'm just gonna take my Eco Tools brush and dip it in there and kind of like apply it underneath my eye area and anywhere else that needs setting. It does work okay underneath the eye area, but it's nothing special. Honestly, it really, really isn't. I'm sure there's tons of people who think that this powder is incredible and it works for them really, really well. And if it works for you, that's amazing. But for me, it really didn't do that much. So now I'm just like stuck trying to use it up. But it's not my go-to powder. It definitely isn't. I definitely think my Tony Moly one, the Cat's Wink, the one that looks like a little cute cat, that's probably my favorite. Okay, so now that my face is pretty much done, I'm gonna go in with the Tia eyeliner from Etude House. You guys have seen me use this all of the time. It is the most beautiful glitter eyeliner on the planet. I'm gonna put this on my inner corner to just bring everything together because I do feel like it's missing something, and I think it might be this. I'm also going to put a little bit of this on the brow bone, like I normally do. I just think it makes the whole look so much better. Of course, this is completely optional, you don't have to do it. But I like the slight shimmer effect that it gives. And sometimes I put a little bit on the bridge of my nose. It just gives it like an ethereal look. And my Cupid's bow. For the blush, I'm going to use 3CE Stylenanda blush in Kind&Love. And for my highlighter today, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try these highlighter drops from Marianna in Liquid Chrome. This is in the shade at First Light. I haven't used these before, or maybe I've used them like once or twice. But I kind of want to see what they look like on top of makeup, I think, before I just like swatch them. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit on my cheekbone. That is way too much. And I'm going to use my beauty blender to kind of like blend it out. They give the skin a really, really nice glow. I do like them. The formula is very fast drying, so you need to work very, very quick. But I think with a beauty blender, it's quite easy to like blend them out nicely and give yourself like a really nice glow. And for my lips, I'm also going to be using a new product. I also picked this up when I was picking up the Shade+Light palette from Debenhams. This is the Everlasting Liquid Lipstick from Kat Von D in the shade Ophelia. It is such a gorgeous nude color. It's so good for people with pale skin. That's why I got it. I just feel like it's a little bit less autumnal than the Lolita or the Lolita 2, although I do still love them. They're like my all-time favorites. But I kind of wanted to try a more lighter, more subtle nude. So I'm going to be using this today, and hopefully it will go really well with this look. And this is it. This is the finished smoky eye makeup look. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.